Hello, citizens of the internet. We are back once again for Hot and Cold Beans.
After what?
Uh,
How many weeks?
I don't
Months?
know. Let me look. Uh, a month ago, almost two.
Yikes. Hi, Anthony.
Hello, Anthony. How you doing? Let me
Hello.
get the link out here. No, don't copy. Jesus. The other, yeah, Cortex Club. Yes. Hello, Chris and Mr. Clark. Hello, Iguana Boy.
Hey, guys.
Yo.
Hope we're all doing well. Played Skyrim, finished up some portraits. That is some king shit there, my friend. You woman. Yeah, we've had a woman here from the start.
You kid.
What?
Iguana boy. Iguana's been missing for what, like months, and then this is what he comes back with?
So it would seem.
Hey, I'm the one who curated today's roster, so I would like a little bit more appreciation. Well, don't all jump at once.
I'm trying to get the link out. And I assumed you meant from the audience.
Well, you guys could chime in.
Well, you know I appreciate you.
Do I? Do I?
You should.
You have nice hair.
Kenzie, I will drink your tiny cactus even if it's the last thing I'll ever do.
Tiny Cactus tells you to fuck off, Anthony.
Alright, got the link out. Hello, Mr. Shadier. Got
Hey.
here what be happening. We are going to be reading the story of the one character, Cody, from Hunting Dogs, who no one ever heard of before.
At least we haven't.
No one who matters had heard of it
Yeah.
before. There we go. Hunting Dogs was the 16-part story that we read thanks to the donation of Bioman. And I highly recommend you go and watch it in your free time. Question for Raptor. Do you play Path of Titans?
No. What is that?
There you have it. I don't know, Kenzie. It said it wanted me to drink them because they're
Dad
the
puts words in
quenchiest.
Tiny Cactus's mouth.
Tiny cactus slander. Disgusting.
No, I
Shameful.
typed it. That means it's libel. Oh, Iguana Boy saw someone playing that game earlier by the name Raptor Rex. So, you should go both assault and sue them for for stealing
that's
your name.
not to be that person, but that's not how Raptor spells it, so it was probably just a coincidence.
Nope, too close. That's copyright infringement.
I mean, if Universal could have sued Nintendo because they thought Donkey Kong was too similar to King Kong, then I say I have a solid case right here.
Path of Titans is an online dinosaur simulator like the Isle. Oh, great. I shouldn't have read that now.
Yeah,
Raptor,
so that makes it a little bit less coincidental.
So Raptor will never play WoW with us again. He'll be playing Path of Titans all day.
I mean, Dragon Fight seems pretty cool, but half of the Titan says be Power Solus, I think.
True. Alright, so shall we begin?
I would play to fill the void, Chad, but I don't play WoW on principle.
I know. Shall we begin?
And yes, but for anyone who doesn't know, my principle is that I've been going, over a decade now of refusing my brother's offer to play, so I can't make that exception for Chad either.
Yeah, because I'm just crap.
I didn't say that. It's just because, I'm on a streak now.
After both
All right.
brothers lost the case. Also, for over a year and a half, I thought Iguana Boy's picture was of Gigan from Godzilla. No, apparently it's Zilla from Godzilla.
What are we doing first?
X-Virus.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, and I actually couldn't find the Wattpad version of it, but I did find the Fearfic fandom version, which was posted by Godzilla 2199.
I know where I can find the one on Wattpad because it should still be there. So, hang on.
But the good thing about this one is it actually credits the original author, so no one can possibly find this and be like, you didn't credit them.
Oh, I'm just pulling it up so I can compare the two to see if they are the same story.
Hello,
yes.
Jamie?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Alright, but yes, X-Virus was created by Mama Porcupine.
Do not go and look up this person to harass them in any way.
Well, the thing is, they're pretty much gone from the internet. That's why you have several people sharing this story on several different creepypasta-like sites.
Let's face it, even if they weren't, it would still be they'd still be doing that.
Yeah. That's why these fandom sites keep popping up out of nowhere. Yep, pretty much. Path of Titans has Dinocaris.
Oh, Dinochilus. That's a pretty base dinosaur, not gonna lie.
Nice. Alright, so yes, X-Virus. We'll do our normal 3 paragraphs. My real name
There's not even enough.
My real name is Cody, and since the very beginning, I've always been an unwanted kid. Oh, wow, wow, wow.
Woo-hoo.
Can't relate.
I never knew who my father was. He went out to get cigarettes. And my mother was a criminal, Jesus Christ. Too busy with her scheming to worry about me. Okay,
Can't relate.
I'm just picturing like this woman, but like wearing a stovepipe hat and like a long curly mustache, like
Sinisterly rubbing her hands together.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing Catwoman, to be honest.
Nah. Scheming's too goofy a word in this scenario to call mine to Catwoman.
Batman finally decided to pick Talia, so Catwoman, just went into a depression and married this jackass.
Don't even joke about that, okay? Talia's not interesting.
No, she really isn't.
I will stand by that till the day I die.
Like I said, she's basically just, my story is daddy issues.
Yeah. And I like the man who dresses as a bat, and in some continuities, essayed him to get my son.
Yeah. And then
that's the thing.
And then there's the episode of Batman Beyond where she shows up still young, and is like making out with Bruce and like convincing him, oh, we've refined the Lazarus chamber, it can make you young again without the side effects. But then he turns out that it's actually been Ra's al Ghul in Talia's
I
body
remember that, and
the whole
it's so
time.
uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, she starts talking in his voice.
It's so what were they on making that episode?
I don't know. I just wanted there to be a scene where like Batman and Terry are running out of the mansion. Batman just like runs into the bathroom and starts puking his guts out, and then he comes out and he's just like constantly swishing mouthwash.
Like, there was a lot I just rolled with in the Batman Beyond canon. I know they didn't really mention it in the show, though it was kind of implied. Barbara and Batman being a thing, okay, whatever. I didn't like it, but I rolled with it for the sake of the story. Barbara not getting together with Dick, okay, fine. Catwoman getting really fat, okay, whatever. Was Mr. Freeze the head on spider legs in Batman Beyond, or was that the 4th season of the animated series?
That was the 4th season.
Okay, that was weird, but
Yeah.
that was for a different series. But look, bottom line is, I accepted a lot for the sake of that show because I still was genuinely interested. Yeah. That episode made me feel really weird.
Oh yeah. And as for Dick and Barbara not getting together, I would have been okay with that if they had introduced Starfire into that continuity, but they didn't.
Haha, Batman, you have fallen into my trap. You are gay now.
Does Batman Beyond share a
timeline? Wanna boy? No, it does not.
Starfire.
No, it does not. No.
Anyway,
no.
Back to the story. She left me for days, sometimes weeks, so I soon got used to being alone. Oh, God. I've never had friends. Loser.
Yeah, I'm gonna start saying this for every time that these stupid stories bring it up, because they never specify why they don't have friends. So you know what? Maybe you're the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe you would have friends if you stopped your thoughtless behavior, Cody.
Batman Beyond Mandy is Jabba the Hutt. Alright, one day a shithead, a social worker arrived and took me away from my irresponsible mother to take me to an orphanage.
That's not usually what they do.
Yeah.
You get put in foster care because technically your mother has not given up her parental rights. So you're not an orphan.
In the beginning, I didn't really care much, in fact. Okay, that should be the end of the sentence. Or at least a semicolon. In fact, it was the perfect chance to start from scratch and start socializing with other kids my same age. I mean, you could have been socializing before then
Keep
anyway.
reading. Keep reading.
Oh wait, I just have to read Anthony's because I always like this. Boo-hoo, let me play the saddest song on the world's tiniest violin. But I don't know why, comma, for some reason, it all went wrong. Oh my
Read it.
Nobody killed me.
That's where it went wrong? I don't think you know how to orphan write.
Either that, or if you take it in the sane person way, not how this person wrote it, it's like you're expecting someone to murder you?
Thing is, when it comes after that sentence, it sounds like you want to die, but that directly contradicts the ending sentence of the above paragraph, where were excited that this was an opportunity to start over again and maybe make friends. So what the fuck?
Yeah, but also like I was saying, from the other perspective, you see, this is one of the big problems with what creepypastas have become, is that nobody acts how a human being would act. Like, I was surprised that, like, a serial killer didn't show up and kill me.
Man, let me tell you, when my school had the big massacre that one time, I was so bummed I got left out. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we're gonna move on from that joke and pretend it was never said.
And they all intimidated me. Oh, what a pussy. I would sit on a chair and wouldn't talk to anybody. I was afraid to. You just said you wanted to socialize!
This is so weird. So it's like, okay, so maybe it's not that they were doing anything to this kid, but it's like, oh, I was intimidated. But, like, I was just too shy to talk to them, but I can't get over that line. Nobody killed me. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I got used to the idea that I wasn't normal and that I didn't fit anywhere.
Crawling in I don't fucking
Yeah.
care.
Yeah, see, this is... Okay, like Kobe has said before, like, yeah, nobody deserves to be bullied, but you look at cases like this, and it's like, maybe you were the problem.
Yeah. Like, well, here's the thing. I mean, obviously, it's... My belief is that I'm sure in some aspects it reflects what the writer thinks about themselves, but I'm sure it's definitely a whole lot worse than what they actually are. And I'm sure most of them are living pretty comfortable with just like your average being picked on by a dick or two at school.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. They don't know how to properly write bullied kids. So, well, let's be real. A lot of people on TV and media don't know how to properly write bullied kids either. Because it's always like, they have no friends. It's just literally everyone shitting on them. And
Yeah, but let's face it, they also don't know how to write friends for a reason, too.
well, yeah. But my point is that like everyone at least usually has one or two friends.
Yeah.
At the very least, they have some sort of support system. Most people, I'm like, yeah, you have those very tragic cases where it really does seem like there was just no one a kid can turn to. But I think that's a pretty rare occurrence.
Yeah. And Iguana Boy says, guys, how the fuck did you find my diary? Suddenly, one day, they told me to pack because I was gonna be adopted. I was really surprised. Full stop there. Who was gonna adopt a 13-year-old boy?
You mean you don't know? That's not how adoption works.
That and more people than you'd think. People usually prefer younger and cuter kids.
Maybe not from an orphanage necessarily, but 13-year-olds commonly get adopted by their foster parents, which is where you would typically be.
Yeah. But I just want to clarify before I say this next part, because Anthony, I know your Discord name is that weirdo. This is not applying to you. Hello, Bagel. Glad you could join us.
Oh,
Hey.
also, I just thought it just occurred to me. So, like, the fact that he's in an orphanage and not in foster care, we're just gonna set this in the 1800s before foster care was a thing.
Yeah.
So he's in like a Charles Dickens type orphanage.
Yeah.
Am I think
the reason I brought up Anthony, this next sentence. Plus,
yeah.
I was a weirdo. Oh yeah. I'm the weirdo. I'm the outsider. I'm so quirky and cool.
They're not going to explain to us in what ways make them weird apart from every other kid, though.
Oh no.
We're just supposed to buy it.
But Ken's, it says clearly right here. It was obvious. Well, there you go. There you
Damn.
go. Yeah. Well, we've just been. They showed us.
It was obvious. I had one shriveled arm and a wonky eye.
I had a huge hump on my back.
This makes me think of the episode of Black Books where Bernard like suddenly comes out wearing like a blue and green suit. It has like little mouth hologram cufflinks and is
don't know the reference.
Don't interrupt me. Is eating a lollipop. He's like, you see, I'm weird, I'm quirky, I'm fun, I can have fun. It's like that's what I'm picturing this kid. Like, see, oh look, I have a crazy hat.
Look, I have a golf notebook. Ain't I so quirky? Please adopt me, for God's sake.
And Anthony says, "Don't associate with me, you fuck." I was even more surprised when they took me to a big and luxurious mansion. Oh, go fuck yourself. More than I had ever seen. You mean bigger than you had ever seen?
The Wolf and Annie?
Yeah, was this Daddy Warbucks now? I settled in my room, and some days went by until I finally met my new cat. Okay.
Yeah, just
Wait. He was the chief scientist in a big laboratory that studied the behavior of a virus.
he's a cat man.
I'm sorry?
This was written by a furry.
Is this
Is this meant to be a joke?
Is this scientist like?
Sometimes this is why we need to read before we read these on air, so we can properly. There is so much leverage we could have with this joke that we could have incorporated in the background. I'm just. He's a cat man. He was studying. He injected himself with some shit, and now he's part cat.
Kids, don't you see? It's Selena Kyle's father.
That's not how that's not what that was in the comics.
Row.
Oh God, I hate you. Even in the joke we made for that, what was it called? For Gotham High, that's still not what that was. That was not the joke.
You can't change.
I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. But he just spliced his genes with that of a cat.
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing with you, Anthony, but that's besides the point.
Okay, I can breathe again. Because of his job.
The cat's job.
He couldn't spend much time at home either.
As cats are wont to do.
What the fuck does this even mean? And I started to reawaken old ghosts from the past.
Okay, so I know what the I get the metaphor where like when you want to recall just things that have passed, you can sometimes refer to past events as ghosts.
Yeah, no, I know.
I've heard of that, but
here's the thing. He's known 2 people his whole life.
Is he reawakening the ghost from his cat daddy's past?
Not just a cat man scientist, but a necromancer. The famed scientist Garfield.
I love that I just casually called him Cat Daddy and you said nothing about it.
I mean, it's not wrong. At least
no, Jamie, no.
Like
no.
No. Okay. In order to avoid this, I started showing interest in his investigations. What? Now he's a detective too. And I even started helping him in his own lab. See, now I'm just picturing that this kid is like completely like lost the plot. He's like, I'll help you in your lab. Cody, that's the cat's litter box.
Alright.
He returned the favor by explaining to me how, or explaining to me how. Wow, I thought I'd be sent to one of the jails for that.
Wait, what? Oh.
Explain to meow.
It sounded like you just said how because you got cut off.
And the amazing destructive power virus have. And
well,
amazing destructive power virus have.
you didn't mention how everything works. Just how everything works. Here's how a fridge works, kid. Here's how plumbing works. Here's how the kitchen sink works.
Okay, and
So I don't.
What's that, Raptor?
I don't know if they're gonna explain this later, but why does this guy have this virus if it's so dangerous? Apparently,
I'm sure it will never be explained. But
You just said it because it looks nice.
also, I don't like to keep referring to other stories, but is this gonna end up like not a virus, but like by virus do you mean a curse, a magic spell?
I would not put it past them. Anyway, my turn.
Yeah, your turn, Ken.
Just as her, who's her? Okay, I started keeping a work journal where I draw sketches and wrote down formulas. That's not a journal, that's a sketchbook. And
So
then
I have to
and occasionally notes.
I have to read Chris's comment here. This is how lasagna is made. That caveman mock voice. I'm now picturing this as Biochan's origin story. Oh God.
All this took up a lot of my school time, and when I did go, it's illegal for you not to go most days. My classmates treated me as a weirdo. Again, we're just
crazy hat.
Again, just telling, not showing. I was 17. I had learned so much about virus that I started carrying out my own experiments. I used rats and other animals. Go fuck yourself, kid. And usually, all tests ended with the dead of the subject.
Bring out your dead.
Remember, kiddies, this was considered good enough for people to put this character in fan fiction. Think about that. And when they died, they emitted high noises.
No,
a kind
the emitted.
Oh, yeah, the emitted high noises. A kind of suffocation, as if their lungs were about to explode. That's not a kind of noise they would make if they were suffocating. They wouldn't really be a noise wouldn't be very loud if they were suffocating, because they can't breathe.
Yeah, it would be like gasping or wheezing.
It was an incredible moment. I wondered what sounds humans would make, but each
Raptor,
time
are you in a wind tunnel?
No.
Are you just breathing really closely in the mic?
Your mic?
Okay, maybe I need to move my mic a bit.
Chad, what is actually wrong with you?
You're just now asking this.
Wait a minute, is Vince on the call?
I don't...
It's...
Yes!
Vince?
Najee? His icon is up. Vince?
Chewy?
Wait.
Oh, wait, I can hear our voices coming from Vince.
Vince, you coward! Speak! I think he's fucking with us.
We'll continue in just a moment, folks. We had to figure out the Vince situation.
Which mostly just comprises of us staring at our phones until his icon does something again. Okay, well, you lads keep an eye on that. I'm gonna just keep charging through.
Let me take down the screensaver here.
Hang on. My dog is being naughty.
Wait, why the duck?
No, dog.
That was the screensaver.
No.
Oh.
While we were figuring out the Vince situation.
Your screensaver's just a duck.
Yes.
Not
just a duck, Kenzie. A mallard.
A mallard. When they died, it was an incredible moment. I wonder what sounds humans would make. But each time I talked about this with somebody,
said I was... I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have to point out this dipshit once again. I wondered what sounds human would make. Singular. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Proofread. They said I was sick and I should look for help. However, I didn't give up. So who are these people you were saying it to, and why didn't somebody tell someone who could actually do something about it?
Yeah.
One day when I was with my cat daddy at work, I was left. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing I keep using. Wait, Vince, damn you! What are you doing? Do you think
No,
you?
keep talking, fam. I'm just here to witness.
He's here. At first, I was like, did like he maybe like butt dial us, like answering our call? He
I
doesn't
saw
even
you
know
were doing a stream and like, well, I can do one of two things. I can sit by as a active participant in the audience, or I can come on and derail everything. As I think I've gone on record by saying that I get a hard on by completely derailing everything you try to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
How you been?
I have a question. Why are you guys reading the reports from Wuhan?
God damn. Oh, there goes the stream.
And we're nuked.
There's something about scientists and a lab and rats and like, huh?
Yeah, but so far we've seen they've used cats and they've used rats. So far, no bats.
See, I didn't come on to really like, you know me. I'm a very non-controversial type of fella, and I just felt incredibly uncomfortable that all of a sudden the Bean Daddy Mandela channel is getting like so horribly political. And it's like, what are you guys doing here?
For the record, it's a sad state of affairs that a virus has turned political.
Well,
But
tell
what
that
do
to
I-
Albert Wesker.
But what do I know? I'm only sane. All right, so where were we?
Chevy says no. If this was Wuhan, that cat would have been cooked long ago.
Okay, Jamie, go to unforgivable jail.
What's wrong with eating pussy? I think the Chinese are miles ahead of us in that regard.
I regret noticing you were on the call.
Albert Wesker and his Zootopia 4. No, that was Wesker's daughter.
Get down. I don't know what your deal is. You got to get out of here. Come on, chill.
And everyone, let's celebrate the fact that
Go.
that Resident Evil series has been canceled.
Oh, chill, man.
Speaking of cats,
No, Vince, let your cat stay. He or she
No.
can be the voice of the father
Cat
in the
Daddy.
No.
story.
What do you want? Your bowl's full. You got water. You want love and attention or some shit? What are you gay?
one day when I was with my cat daddy at work, I was left alone and took advantage of the situation by filling up a syringe with a very lethal virus.
Where's security?
Apparently, is this a home lab? Like, I'm assuming
Maybe.
that's what it was. I mean, that's the only way. That's the only explanation, really.
I'll mute myself real quick.
Bioterrorism.
That same night, while everybody was sleeping, who's everybody?
Yeah.
So far, the only people we've met are you and Cat Daddy. I put on a black jacket and blue jeans and went down to the basement. I had my baseball bat. Okay, we have a bat has entered the picture. And by coincidence, I found a jar with used and rusty nails. Okay. I nailed some of them and so created a simple but mortal weapon.
As opposed to the immortal weapons.
In another drawer, I found an old gas mask and some blue welder glasses. Ooh.
Who just has these things sitting around?
Fan art drawers, take notes. We're getting some really story relevant character design here.
Oh my god.
Once I had it all, I went out to the darkest neighborhood in town.
What do you mean by, what do you mean by darkest?
Now pause while I wait for Vince to say some horribly tasteless jokes.
What? Why would you assume that? Well, I find it uncomfortable how you would immediately assume like, oh, the black man's about to say something offensive.
No, now I'm just like
God.
picturing this guy like, it's like a mid 19th century like old white man with a big mustache and a monocle, like, oh yes, I'm going down to the dark continent. Oh.
You ever notice how there are very few creepypasta that actually take place in the hood? Just saying.
I have a quick question. I just need to ask,
Yes.
why is he doing this? Like,
That's a very good question.
why? How is
Because
he
if
going? You go first.
because we're after creepypasta. That's the only explanation you need. Okay, I chose a house randomly, an old and ramshackle house. Those pretty much go hand in hand. And I went inside. It wasn't difficult to end the lives of everybody in there thanks to my improved bat, but I saved the last person, a 50-year-old man. Okay, what does this have to do with any experiments? You're just Negan. I don't remember how to pronounce his name from The Walking Dead. I was trying to turn his name into a
I
verb,
think
Negan.
Nancy is trying to
and it
say
ruined
the
the joke.
N-word.
Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't you, you sick fuck?
Well, trying. I say she's very much succeeding. But
But for real, how is his name pronounced? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I
I think
watched.
it's Negan. I have not
Yeah.
watched The Walking. I used to watch The Walking Dead when my mom had it on, but other than that, I stopped watching at the moment where it turns out a character who objectively wouldn't survive something actually ended up surviving, and they retcon the scene. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm like, okay, well, fuck you too, writers. I'm not watching this shit anymore.
Yeah, I don't care about spoiling it. If you haven't seen The Walking Dead by now, you're not gonna. So let's be real. I stopped watching it after Michonne finally left. Pretty much when none of the original cast was left, I'm like, I don't care anymore.
No, Chris, you did not miss anything. He's just attacking people in their homes randomly. No reason is given.
Except
what-
that he's crazy.
Oh, so wait, is the character called X-Virus?
No, right now the character is just called Cody.
No, but is that the name of the character that they're trying to push on people? Like the
Oh no, we're gonna
Yeah.
get there. We're gonna get there.
because that name
Okay.
fucking sucks.
No, let's keep charging through because your question will be answered, Vince.
Oh, awesome.
I immobilized him and injected the virus I had stolen. I had waited till it had spread all around his body. The man complained. He was terrified. The man
He complains.
I know. Look, I know you broke into my home and massacred my family, but this hurts.
Hey, whoa, hey, what are you doing there, man? You got truck motor over the carpet. What the fuck?
Oh, the syringe is awful. Come
After-
on.
I'm afraid of needles.
What if he wasn't even complaining about what was happening? He was just complaining about something he was watching on TV. Oh, come on, really? Is that how you're gonna end Game of Thrones? Come on.
Oh my god, this heat wave. Ugh.
You know,
The Mets lost a big game!
You know, they say if the pizza's not there in 30 minutes, it's free. Well, it took them 31 minutes and they still made me pay.
The cheese has gone bad.
After a while, he started groaning out loud. Groans that
Ah.
sounded no. Groans that sounded like those of animals, and suddenly he fell on the floor. He was dead, and I couldn't help but smile. I'd finally lived that moment. When I went back home, my cat daddy was waiting for me.
He'd finally lived that moment. Not the other 50 times you killed people.
What moment is he speaking of specifically? Like, is he trying to recapture a moment of some kind?
Well, here's the thing. It wasn't difficult to end the lives of everybody in the house thanks to my bat. So if you were only curious about what your virus would do in humans, why didn't you do that to the first person?
Yeah.
Because he wasn't a prime candidate. This
It makes
50-year-old
no
man will usher in the new generation.
Mr. Shader says, "Man, why'd you drink the last soda?" Yeah, it's like, no, it's not the last one. Here. This one's warm.
When I went back home, my cat daddy was waiting for me awake, as opposed to waiting for you in a coma. I decided to tell him what I had done, hoping as a scientist he would share my desire for investigating.
That's
But
not
instead-
investigation, that's murder.
Yeah! We're gonna open an investigation on you, boy!
Investigation on my. There's that fucking joke from the Eric Andre show. Who killed this man? After he just stabbed him to death.
But instead, he was horrified and wanted to call the police. He looked at me with the same expression of disgust as my classmates. Wow, that might be poignant if we actually knew anything about your life outside of this, but we don't know shit.
Yeah, you never said that anyone showed disgust.
You were just a weirdo.
I don't have friends because I'm the weirdo. Hey, crazy hat.
I,
So this could be a really interesting character dynamic and a better story where the professor is a mad scientist, but he has some sense of ethics.
Yeah.
Like this kid latched onto the scientist as a father figure or whatever, and like some of his bad influence rubbed off on him, and the scientist wasn't even aware.
Yeah.
And then he goes like crosses the line. Even the scientist is like, "Well, what the fuck?"
No, but instead we got this man adopted me. He taught me virus.
He taught me how to virus bus with my net navi.
Yep.
That's a Battle Network reference. Did you get it?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to read the comments. I'm upset. I'm
Oh,
mad.
you're gonna be even more upset when you read the comments.
I just said the comments.
Hello, Kuko Chad.
I,
Fearfoot. Wait a minute.
All right, Raptor.
Isn't this Slime Beast's website?
I don't know.
Because
Looks like Wiki.
he coined it. I don't know if he coined it himself, but he made a point to break away from using the term creepypasta and started using fearfic. And I'm wondering if this is related to that.
Fearfic is a term coined by author Christopher Wolfe, aka Slime Beast, to encompass all forms of. So I don't
Nobody
think
cares.
this is his because I don't think this is his because I don't think he would have referred to himself in the third person like that. So no, this is not his. I think someone just took it and ran with it because they couldn't call themselves the creepypasta.
I don't. By the way, just to be clear, I don't take issue with that. I just thought it was weird, like a weird coincidence.
Oh no, like I don't think you like meant it as like a
How-
Slime Beast
How
because we don't want to.
fucking dare he?
We don't want to fucking open that can of worms, but no, I don't think he personally made this.
So about this call, he went to call the police.
Yeah, Raptor.
okay. When he grabbed the phone, I took the opportunity to smash his head in with my big bat.
What?
I left
It doesn't
one.
say big.
I know. I left the one towards the research lab. When I sneaked in, thanks to the accreditation I had stolen from my cat daddy, I grabbed
What?
the bag and started filling it up with syringes and virus samples.
I don't understand how you know a word like accreditation, but you write this poorly.
Yeah, seriously.
I decided.
There was definitely use of a thesaurus at some
Like-
point. Let's
like
be
what
real.
You're reading Nina the Killer, and all of a sudden you hear like, I hate bullies. They're antithetical to my way of doing things. Like, what the fuck? Where did this come from?
See, this supports my theory that most of these writers like have bought Word of the Day toilet paper.
I really hope that's a real thing.
It is.
Or a
Damn.
calendar, you know, there's a word of the day calendar.
No,
I'm gonna
it's
go on
fun.
Amazon. I'm going on Amazon real quick. I've been meaning to spend my money on something.
I decided to escape, but before doing so, I went around that dirty neighborhood to to try out some of my new acquisitions.
Stop reading like William Shatner.
No,
After that, I needed some refuge, so I went into the woods.
I went into the woods.
Ah!
Con!
con.
Rest in peace, Nichelle Nichols.
Y'all are fucking nerds.
After that,
And
I needed some refuge, so I went through the woods. After some time walking, I'd found someone. I tried to sight him in the darkness, but I saw a boy wearing orange glasses and a muzzle covering his mouth.
here
Is
we
it-
go.
I don't remember much because I read Tiki Toby like years ago. But isn't it supposed to be like a scarf or something like that?
I don't
I
know.
don't fucking know.
And
It's
the
definitely not a
goggles-
muzzle.
It's not, and those aren't glasses; they're goggles.
Yeah. I think,
Fucking cares.
but you see, I think that's intentional because he doesn't want people to realize just how much this character rips off Toby.
I mean, the
You
fan.
could
I don't
also
think they
art-
care. The fan art is obviously like trying to depict them as being one and the same.
You could argue a good writer would make it seem like it's hard to tell, but it looks like maybe he's wearing glasses or some kind and something over his mouth, like what I thought was a muzzle, but
Yeah.
because he can't really see him. But
The thing
this
is,
writer is dumb, and that's not how this is playing out.
the thing is, though, there's only one Toby I actually care about. It's an Englishman with the last name of Mitchell.
Gay.
See,
For
the
Toby,
only Toby,
fine.
the only Toby I care about works in HR in a little paper company in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Until the last couple of seasons where he gets really creepy.
Yeah, what the fuck was that?
The only Toby
appar-
I care about is a man named Keith and his weird solo cups. Sir.
Nice. And Kenzie, apparently that was Paul Lieberstein's idea.
Huh. Like, I kind of got what... I kind of get why they did completely derailed Andy, because I'm of the firm belief that the writers were so pissed that he kept leaving for to shoot The Hangover, but
Yeah,
I know that's not confirmed, but we all think it.
definitely.
But what the fuck with Toby? And I know that with Ryan and Kelly, it was BJ Novak and Mindy Kaling who were like, let's just make them fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Because like they just thought it was funny. And I think like in a way that they were right. Because like I like the idea where they're like, yeah, let's take our characters and let's just fucking
Okay.
make them awful. Just the complete opposite direction of a Mary Sue.
Okay, yeah, but now Chris and Bail are both like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Yeah, let's get back to the story. We'll talk about The Office
I'll just say,
later.
like, I'm just hearing gibberish right now. I'm hearing words that I think are forming ideas.
Oh, so when I make a reference that no one else knows what we're talking about, it's bad. But when
No,
Chad does it,
Honestly, this is the
I'm saying
first
I'm
time.
confused.
This is the first time the audience is like, what the fuck are you talking about?
we're talking about The Office.
I only seen a few episodes and I thought they were funny, but I didn't like go out of my way to watch The Office.
Fair. But yeah, come on, Raptor, let's keep going. We're almost finished.
He was wearing a gray hoodie with a dark blue hood, and he had 2 axes with him. I didn't know if I had seen him. Hang on, sorry. I didn't know if he had seen me, so I hid behind a tree. But when I looked again, he wasn't there anymore.
See, I was hoping that I didn't know if he had seen me, so I hid behind a tree. But when I looked again, he was in front of me. I was hoping it was gonna like be a weird rhyme scheme.
I looked in another direction, and suddenly I saw him face to face, really close to me.
Now kiss.
Can I play Tiki Toby?
Yes.
Okay.
Get out of here! I know you. You'll have nothing to hide.
And I get to voice Cody because
No, that's me.
we have firmly cemented Cody as Eilish Jack was Linkara.
Yeah.
So you think that
They're all so similar. I mix them up, okay?
That's really horrible to say. All creepypastas look the same.
Yep.
They do.
I said it. They do.
Look, I don't have a problem with Slenderman, okay? I just don't feel comfortable when they're in my neighborhood. Taking jobs from us. Stealing our women.
And then he says Toby is going to cheat on Biochad. This is
I have no problem with Zalgo. I just don't want him dating my daughter.
Did you know that despite only making up 13% of all fanfiction on the internet, creepypastas make up at least 1/2 of the crime rate in certain creepypasta neighborhoods? Just saying, makes you think. Gets a noggin jogging.
We're gonna be canceled one day.
Keep
Death the
reading.
killer moves
Keep
in,
reading.
property value goes down.
Keep reading. Manny wants to read and he wants to do his Mr. Dink voice.
I'll say go
Oh,
on.
I just want this to be over.
It didn't seem like he wanted to attack me, so I went, and horrified, I asked who he was.
Vince.
My name is Toby.
I wanted to I wanted to say my name, Cody, but instead, something different came out of my mouth.
Wait,
That's
don't
what
say-
she said.
Was it a penis?
Nice to meet you, X-Virus. Now come with me.
He started walking and I followed him. Without even imagining, I had found a great friend. My blood brother.
The
Yeah.
fuck was that?
Yeah, fuck that. Okay, so
So are they actually like biologically related, or do you mean blood brother in the sense that like Polynesians mean blood brother, as in someone you form a camaraderie with?
I think the latter. But seriously,
yeah.
this was like the Will Ferrell, John C. Reilly movie. Do we just become best friends? Yeah, I think so.
Well, usually in the context of blood brother, that's when you do like a blood kind of pact with someone where
But
Well,
we don't want them spreading HIV or, God forbid,
here's the
AIDS.
thing, and I don't know why, and I always have to like cover my eyes when they show it at the end of It Chapter 1 when they do that, because for some reason the thought of doing that just
So yeah,
Okay. So
that was interesting.
we're gonna read some comments, and because all of them are just under the title, okay, well one isn't, but most of them are anonymous as a fandom user, I'm just gonna label them as Dick Writer insert number here.
Also, I just want to read Anthony's comment here. Don't blame me for getting a little angry and burning the Slender Man logo on Creepypasta's lawns.
We're gonna
Why
go
are
on
we
just
terrible people?
we're gonna go on just property. We're gonna burn a lowercase t for time to leave.
Why are we actually horrible people? Okay, so a comment from Dick Writer 1. The thing is, some creepypasta stories don't make a lot of sense. Like Jeff the Killer. Great story, and I think he's cool. Fuck
Great
you.
story, bro.
Fuck you.
But why would the police all of a sudden believe it was Liu? Sorry if I spelled it wrong. No, you spelled it the stupid bullshit way it was written.
No, that's a Leo is a real name. It's just that why is down in a suburban neighborhood when you have a brother named Jeff, and then you have this like really Asian name right here.
All your money went to the Asian kid.
We thought
That
he was.
line still makes me laugh to this day from MD Phantasm.
Too bad he doesn't want to actually make some videos, fucker.
Yeah, but he likes my crochet stuff, and that makes me smile. When they had
Bagel here. It doesn't make sense. Great story though.
yeah, they had no evidence and didn't really care, just took him. And why would the bullies randomly show up at a random party with guns and no one cared to call the police?
We're not gonna read through all of that.
Oh, okay, blah 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 blah. But here's where that's why this story makes a lot of sense. It is really good. I didn't put any hate on who made Jeff this killer story. I just think it does make a lot of sense. And beautiful blood brothers they are.
I don't know what you. I don't even know what you're trying to say.
Beautiful.
Wait,
like, you made a point that sometimes. Okay, go on.
Penis, and now I go to bed. Glad you could stop in to say penis, Cam. I hope you sleep well.
Okay. Yeah, because this totally makes a lot of sense, like how he was immediately put into an orphanage, like some 1800 street urchin, and not a foster family, that he's just fucking adopted by a mad scientist in a fucking mansion, that he's apparently a weirdo, even though we have no idea how so.
It's weird because the complaints that they had about Jeff the Killer were fairly legit, and they're like common complaints. But so if you can realize the flaws of that particular story, I don't understand how this one gets a pass. And you just found this you found this one like just completely immaculate somehow, and I don't get it.
But I have to point out
because I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I guess because this story was a little bit more vague when it comes to the details, so the vagueness of like who this kid is and what they are as a person and what their backstory was. Since that's up in the air, I guess it leaves less room for any contradiction or something. I don't know.
I don't know, but I mean, it literally had a line where he said "my cat" instead of "my father."
Cat daddy.
I know we're making the joke, but seriously, how do you make that mistake? Like,
no. I joined in before you read that, after you read that part, and I'm looking at the line, and I'm gonna see like Dad. Okay, I'm just seeing where DAD is on the keyboard, because sometimes like when you say sit down when you meant to say set down,
Yeah.
sometimes I go, well, how far is that from the key, or maybe autocorrect. But no, that's deliberate. You did that on purpose.
The day that I
You
met my new cat.
you chose to do that.
Yeah. That had to be deliberate.
Are you proud of yourself?
Well, I actually pointed out at the very beginning, the author who wrote this is apparently gone from the internet. That's why like a dozen different people have posted this story on different websites, crediting it to her, to Mama Porcupine.
All right, so comment
It does kind of
from
look familiar, the name.
Dick Writer number 2. I love this story so much. OMFG, it's so good.
And Dick
And
Writer
then
number
Dick Writer
3 just says, Icker!
Blood from the gods, man. It's manna from heaven.
Okay, this one has an actual username, but I'm not gonna actually say it out loud.
Dragonheart Born.
We don't have to say the usernames. The brothers unknowingly reunited. That's kind of cute, not gonna lie. Wholesome. Ah, yes. Two little shits who like to murder, getting reunited to enable each other's bloodthirst. So wholesome.
Bagel says that's our word. You can say Ika.
That's something I always was curious about when it comes to like communities like this. Is like, why is there a weird disconnect between the horrific acts that the people that you're fawning over will commit on a day-to-day basis, but you have a weird sense of empathy for them when they have a little bit of hardship or they get picked on by some random dickhead.
I see, in this story, that didn't even happen. It was just, I was a weirdo. It was
So
obvious.
And my parents abandoned me because I don't know, I like pineapple on my pizza, and they thought that was unacceptable.
To be fair, an abandonable offense.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta beat that out of them.
You hear that, Cam, when you listen to this on when you come back to this.
My dad, I think his name was Albert Wesker, said like, "Hey, look at this! Check out this virus, son." And he gave it to me, and I went out and I killed some people. I don't know why. They were just kind of there, and they're alive. They're breathing. I have a baseball bat. They go kind of asking for it.
So, Dick Writer number 4 in all caps. The best thing I've seen so far.
Can I read this one? Like from August of 31st?
Yeah, hang on. Dickie Writer number 5. Yes, period.
Yes.
Good story. A good story. Finally. Because they spelled finally wrong.
And this person just replies with, really? I like that person.
Thank you. I'm not going to call you Dick Writer. I'm going to call you a fandom user.
Okay, this guy is like, I like X5s. And all the replies are just, same.
Same here.
Same.
Yes, we get it.
Yeah, same.
Just like, I like turtles.
Same.
Dick Writer number 5 says, this story was great. I love X-Virus. Such a great character. I love it. Great job.
But there's nothing to the character.
Dude, that's the best part. So that way, the fan artists and fan fiction writers can make him whatever they want.
I hate them all.
Honestly, I think that if you didn't have that little bit of fan art at the very bottom, I don't know there will be as many people like gushing over this character right now, because like they see like, oh, he looks like my emo goth boyfriend that I've always wanted, and for some reason he's got a Slenderman logo on his own arm, which I don't know why.
Because they're proxies.
Right, I forgot that Tiki Toby at the end of his story got adopted by Slenderman, Slender Daddy, Skinny Papa.
And this comment is from Knives and Arrows Girl. God. Bruh, am I the only person that thinks Toby and Cody look like twin brothers?
Yes, but unlike you, we're intelligent and we know that this is because the writer is uncreative.
So I'm sorry, like you said, Toby and Kobe, and for some reason, like I just imagining Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, but with like these two idiots, like
They do that
creepypasta
stupid
characters.
thing to like their little secret handshake. they fucking slaughter someone, they just like slap high five and then they go ay.
Fucking I forgot that what's his name, Mr. Feeney or whatever. What was his name? The guy who owned the hotel. He's being played
Mr. Mosby.
Mr. Mosby being played by Slenderman.
Hooligans! Did you call him Mr. Feeney? You're thinking of Boy Meets World for that.
I was about to correct myself. Mr. Feeney, the only man whose balls were huge enough where he stood up to fucking Vader and like Vader backed down.
Yep.
Oh, Mr. Feeney. Mr. Feeney!
Who thinks they look like twin brothers? No, you are not. Okay, thanks.
Again, and it's not that because they think they look like twin brothers. The writer's just not creative.
Yep.
Get this.
That
this is supposed. What?
I love this story. X-Virus is my favorite. Corrector. Good job, bro.
He's my
I love
favorite
Toby.
corrector.
And then Dick Writer number 7. I love Toby. I wish he was real. He'd kill you.
Why?
Everyone, forget Tiki Toby. Embrace Toby Mitchell.
I'm just curious as to what, like, if I were to just like probe these people for what they really liked about this story. I'd really like to know what they found compelling about the character because, like, as much as we lay into Jeff the Killer, the original story, a lot, but at the very least, there's something resembling an arc and an actual conflict within the story between him and the bullies, and apparently dealing with his newfound bloodlust or whatever.
Yeah.
And like trying to come to terms of whether or not he should embrace it or not. Which that's something. There's nothing here.
This was just I got adopted. Okay, what's in the syringes? Viruses, Toby. Very expensive.
Yeah, I kind of have that sentiment with most of these people. And like even the writers, where I just want to sit them down and be like, so what was your thought process going into this?
Yeah.
And for the readers, it's like, so what exactly about it do you like? I just want to know.
Yeah, and I'm sure you would not get like an actual clear answer to any of those questions.
Well, I am very good at getting answers, so like I'm annoying like that, okay? And I was gonna say it in a way that didn't sound gross, but like I'm very good at probing. I will pry until I get the answers I'm satisfied with.
And you have like
knuckle deep, baby.
You have like two like gray aliens watching the stream on their spaceship above Earth. You're really good at probing. Sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? Yes,
no.
It does sound a bit like bum.
No, just imagine even gray aliens are listening and like, oh, well, that's kind of gross. Humans are gross. Talk about butt stuff all the time.
So creepypasta headcanons.
Hold on. I need to get the picture up for this one.
Where is it? Cause I saw you just asked about that.
Yeah, the links in the chat.
So I'll do the author's note, as I am wont to do.
Author's nose.
Get it? Actual headcanon.
Blowjobs.
Very funny. Very clever.
Oral. Haha.
Okay, author's note. Dear reader, thank you for reading this. Okay, so a few disclaimers. I don't own any of these characters and the art. Oh, what? Like a creepypasta writer's gonna sue you for copyright? And any ships are my personal ships, and these aren't facts. These are things I believe to be true. Also, Liar Rogers didn't really become a ghost, unfortunately. Who the fuck?
Who? What is that name? That name looks familiar.
I decided to include her because I think she'd make an interesting character. The reason for making this is the fact I'm making a creepypasta fanfiction, which takes place in an AU where Lyra becomes a ghost, and the link is below. And these will be the headcanons for the characters. Sincerely, author. I'm not gonna leave the. Well, I mean, they don't even. Yeah, they don't even. So yeah, they sign off as Teardrop Miracle, but that's not the name they have anymore. So
Uh,
I can say it.
I'd just like to say, because I make it a point not to try to get personal with people anymore. Well, I try not to, right? Like I don't try to make fun of people for what they enjoy or whatnot. If you enjoy this shit, whatever. But and I say this about people I like and I talk to on a regular basis. If you talk about shipping and you're above the age of 13, I'm not saying you should be buried alive, but if I walked by and saw what's happening with you, I would have to really, really argue with myself to save your life.
I agree.
Okay.
And Jamie says, write your own shit for fuck's sake.
Yeah. Also, and
I
Chad
want
and
some
I talked
sake.
about this in private, where we agree that okay, yeah, Quotev is bullshit, and none of these stories are any good. But let's but posting headcanons, there are forums for that. Don't post your own stupid headcanons on a story posting website.
Yeah.
I find headcanons for like there are so many stories and so many different interpretations of like creepypasta characters. Like I think headcanons are kind of pointless anyway. Like
Yeah.
just write a story with what you think is true. And like there are people that'll probably give you a little bit of pushback for it. You know, hardcore fans of Jeff the Killer or Slenderman. But
Jane was
who gives a
written to
fuck?
be a lesbian.
But
Hey,
really, who cares?
she was
If you're
also
making
written
a
by
good story, no
Nazi
one cares.
synthesizer, so shut the fuck up.
Also, I
Who?
just have to say that this person's username is actually Bad But Sad Boy. Even I would have bullied you in high school.
But again, don't go to Quotev and go
I
and
think that
bother
goes
this
without
guy.
saying. What
Bullying
my
is
my mindset is that when it comes to this kind of shit, like I prefer to just watch and mock, and I don't really care about these people. Most of this shit I think is just a phase anyway. They grow out of it over time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I always say.
Read one of these before. I remember the three mansions, Slenders, Zalgos, and of course Mr. Creepypasta. Oh, God.
People still like
Okay.
Mr. Creepypasta. I don't mean that in the sense that how could anyone like him? I was like, do people actually still care about his content anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so, honestly.
All right, there's just a little bit more in the others. No, this got way more intense than I would have ever guessed it would have got. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, got more than.
Well, it's about to get a bit more.
So I was gonna click the. Again, they did have the link to the creepypasta fan fiction, but yeah, this content you request is unavailable. May have been deleted or moved locations. So.
All right.
Are we on the
So-
right page? Or am I on the right page?
We're on the Slender Brothers now.
Oh, okay, because I'm wondering what you're reading.
Okay, so we can do one for each of us. So,
I'll take
Chad,
the
why
first
don't you
one.
kick us off with Slender Man?
The Slender Brothers, Slenderman, Offenderman, Trenderman, and Splendorman. I hate
Dibs on Offender Man.
I
Hey,
hate all.
what? No! Don't you fucking whitewash my boy Offender Man. It's sexual Offender Man. Come on now, that's a joke.
All right, Slenderman. Slenderman. These are all like bullet pointed. Slenderman is the oldest and most mature out of his brothers. His suit, like all of his brothers, was tailored by Trenderman. My head hurts just.
The whole point of it
reading
is
these
that it's not
names.
really. He does. It's not a suit. It's
Yeah.
a part of his body because it looks like a suit to us.
Yeah, he's trying to make it seem that way. He dislikes Offender Man because whenever he comes to the mansion, he makes a majority of the pastas
He makes the majority of the spaghetti uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
No, it was unconformable.
And yeah, I'm taking a page from Cobe here. I hate. They're not called pasta. Pastas is what you call the stories, not the characters. You jackanapes.
Just
What
call
would
them.
you? What would you like if you had to sit down at gunpoint, and also there's a gun pointed at your family, so you can't just weasel out by embracing the sweet embrace of death? And like, what name would you give to I guess, creatures within the creepypasta realm.
Killers and monsters. There.
Or I would just say creepypasta characters.
Very
Assholes.
simple.
Douchebags.
Douchebags, yeah.
He comes in the mansion and makes the other douchebags uncomfortable.
Yeah, douchebags. Assholes. Both good. Though he won't admit it, he loves having Splendor Man around to help with the younger douchebags.
I don't think he could actually admit it because he doesn't have a face.
I hate that Splendor Man's basically been embraced by this contingent of fans because Splendor Man was a parody character, like made by Neil Cicierega as a joke. It was just a simple joke, like, "Oh, Slender Man's scary," but here comes Splendor Man. He gives his girls a flower, and they're happy to see them, and that was it.
Yeah.
All three of them were, I'm pretty sure, came. I know definitely Sexual Offender Man was.
Okay, actually, we're going to be calling them what Bagel suggested here, dimwits, because I feel that word isn't used enough.
Oh, then you have not seen my dad when he's driving. Oh no, that's
I like the sound
nitwit.
of that.
Actually, that's nitwit. He uses
Doesn't
nitwit.
remind me of my godfather when I was driving. Well, when he was driving, road rage that I can't things that I can't speak on because it will get you canceled. And bear in mind, he was a very, very black man. But if someone like cut him off, the first thing is like, "Go back to Africa, you blind motherfucker!"
Sounds like Stink Meaner.
Real story. We were driving to pick my mom up from work, and a gentleman.
Can we please just keep going?
All right, go on. I'll never tell the story again, so you'll never hear it.
Go on,
Chad.
Vince. Go on, Vince.
No. Let's continue with the story. I'll tell you guys in private, I guess.
Doing what a woman says. Shit, SMH my head. He doesn't act like a dad, more like a boss, because that's what he is.
Okay.
He doesn't like Jeff the Killer or the Masked Man, but keeps them around because they're very commanding at times.
Well, because he keeps them around because they satisfy his power bottom urges.
Can speak Latin? No, he can't. He has.
He can't
no
speak, period.
mouth.
And he must scream.
No. Give me a second here. Okay. Goes by Slender. Slendy. Sir or boss. Only Sally
master.
and Lazari. What the fuck is Lazari? Can call him dad, daddy, not in a sexual way. If I see fan art for this, I'm going to write a protection squad for minor characters. Go fuck yourself.
No, fuck you, man. Like I'm so sick of that shit. Like at least you have some humanity within you left. I appreciate this, seriously. Like this person would not be welcome on Wattpad because of their controversial views on not sexualizing a child.
Or Slendy and not get hurt.
So Slenderman beats the shit out of anyone who calls him daddy. I actually like that.
Yeah. The idiot gave Jeff the right to have proxies.
What?
I'm done.
What would a Jeff the Killer? What would that kind of job entail? Because Slenderman is all dark and mysterious and shit, and Jeff like blah ha ha kill people, oh lol slash throat. Like what would we have to do? Like the whole idea of Slenderman having proxies to me is supposed to be like some kind of weird Cthulhian type of thing where he's so eldritch and mysterious that people enact his will because they're alien to anyone else. But it's like Jeff the Killer is just like Jeffrey Dahmer. So it's like go and I don't know, kill more people, or bring them to me so I may kill them. So I won't want to get out to my comfortable armchair to do it. I really want to know. Someone write me a story of Jeff the Killer and his proxies.
So, Offender Man.
Sexual offender man.
He wears other clothes, but only when visiting the mansion.
So
Sally,
what does he normally wear?
I don't fucking know, a suit, I guess. Sally's frightened of him, and so is Clockwork. She won't admit it. Because she was molested by her brother.
That's not funny. That's not why I was laughing at all. What's wrong with you?
Oh wait, Chris.
I know. I wanted to make it uncomfortable.
Chris says not sexualizing minors. That's Creeps McPasta out of here.
Get out of here. Also simping for said minors by building fucking monuments in Minecraft. Let's not forget he did that.
What?
That's an actual thing. It was like some monument that he built to that person that he was apparently like trying to get with. It was like a whole fucking thing on a Minecraft server when they used to play together before he became like known for Creepypasta.
I need a drink.
Okay. Jeff has tried to kill Offender Man, so there's a lot of tension between the two. Jane has tried to kill Offender Man, but only because he tried flirting with her. Ugh.
Could you be?
Oh my god.
Did you just imagine? Hey, are you staring at my ass? Or like Offender Man, like, not once, not ever.
Has Jane learned to control her rage because she gets catcalled by Offender Man?
Jesus. Just as much she's telling that to Sally. Oh, look, I can control it better than you can. I've had it harder than you.
Can speak. Is everyone done?
I just said continue.
Yeah, as I was about to talk again for like the 5th time. Can speak Latin, Spanish, and French. How the fuck he can speak without a mouth? Who knows?
Latin, Spanish, and French, the language of notorious rapists, I guess.
Goes by Offender. Mary has tried to kill this bastard rapist. Man. Doing many illegal things.
No, Ken's activities. Mary just comes in. So, Offender Man, do you want to sometime do an activity?
Who the fuck is Mary?
Dare reference Avatar with this.
So
piece
wait.
of shit.
Wait a minute. So is that saying that Mary tried to kill him for doing illegal activities or using illegal activities to try and kill him?
Good question. Who fucking knows?
I'm gonna kill Offender Man by torrenting. I'm going to the Pirate Bay.
I just have to read Bagel's comment here. What if we put our Minecraft bed together? Haha, just kidding. Unless.
Trenderman. Trenderman has tailored everyone's clothes, even the ones who just wear hoodies.
Oh, fuck off.
Sally loves him because he made her dresses. He's a really good cook. He can speak many languages, including ASL. What? What's
American
ASL?
Sign Language.
That's pretty cool, Trenderman. Good for you. Goes by Trender.
Okay.
Virgin Mary. Chris, I just have to ask because of how weird creepypastas could be. Are you serious? Is that supposed to actually be the Virgin Mary?
Mary.
A Trender Man.
Okay.
Who's Mary?
We'll find out, apparently.
Okay. Splendor Man. Well, he isn't the youngest.
Did we go over Trender Man?
Yeah.
I just did.
Oh, I just totally missed it. Sorry, I was typing.
Anyway, well, he isn't the youngest. He certainly acts like it. Oh, he's so wacky.
Crazy hat?
Crazy hat and golf notebook. This one's magenta.
He wears a bow tie, and when he pulls the string, it like starts turning. Whoa!
Yes, okay, the rainbow suspenders.
This is just Dr. Cuckoo raving, but like he disguised himself like, oh shit, they're gonna try to kill me. No, I'm one of you guys.
It's just this fat, frumpy old man, like in line with like these like tall, with these like giant Eldrazi.
He tried to escape, but one thing led to the other. He's like, oh, I'm in too deep now. Just gotta run with it.
He hates Offender Man because he's sexual. Ew,
Wait,
cooties.
which one? Is Blenderman? Is Offender Man isn't sexual enough? Is that his beef?
Splendor Man gets a long wait with Sally Lazari.
Lazari. Let's go with Lazari.
Who the fuck is that?
We'll
I don't
find out.
fucking
Apparently.
know.
Lima Beans, Ben, and Laughing Jack. Oh,
You
because they're
think
both
that-
clowns. Ho ho
You think
hoy.
that Offender Man and Laughing Jack would get along the most?
Yeah.
He loves spending time with his brothers and the other stupid ass piece of fucking retarded pieces of
We
shit.
get it.
And he goes by Splendor.
Now on to the proxies. Kate the
Okay.
Chaser, the Masked Man and the Hooded Man, and Tiki Toby. Alright, here's a little author's note. I know Kate. I'll just say it by now. Misky and Hootie aren't creepypasta, but people still display them as pastas. Toby is allowed to be in fan art, fanfiction, and cosplay, so he will still be placed as a pasta.
No,
Wait.
he will be
What do you mean he's
displayed.
allowed?
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, what, is there some kind of non-disclosure agreement that was normally signed, like, and it just ran out?
Is Tiki Toby now copyright?
Tiki Toby sat in the corner, like, counting his coins, like, hey, you mentioned my name one time, you gotta pay your royalties, cocksucker.
Also,
Okay.
who's Kate the Chaser?
Well, I'm
Kate the
gonna read
Chaser's
this
that
one.
one of the characters, or one of the enemies that you deal with in Slender the Arrival, the chick who looks
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like
Kate isn't obsessed with the masked man because she's so tsundere.
Quirky Sundere. Ho 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 hoy.
She's sarcastic, untrusting, but once she trusts you, she'll protect you until she dies.
Yeah, because
Is-
she was really like that with her trusted friend in the game, huh?
I have a question. So this seems to be following along a trend. Is art designer passion?
Oh my god, I get it. Like I know the meme, but now I just realized who you're referencing.
Okay then. She and Jane get along. She's
They like to scissor each other vigorously.
God damn it. She's extroverted. Oh wow.
Quirky.
Honestly, that is a big change from 99% of these characters.
Yeah.
Wait, she's extroverted, but she's sarcastic and untrusting?
Yeah.
I like being around people who I don't trust.
Yeah. So basically, she's fake.
Basic bitch.
Quirky.
Her hair is always in a ponytail. I say it like that because it's spelled Poney. And Toby.
Her hair is always in a ponytail.
And Toby likes to pull her hair.
Nope.
When they're on
'Cause-
missions. Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Being
Oh
on
no
a
no no
mission?
no 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 no! It's not sexual at all, and we'll find out why once we get to Toby.
Oh god.
Haha. He's so quirky that Toby. That
Toby
fucking
don't know how to
yes,
do-
Toby.
We
Toby's
get it,
apparently-
Raptor Quirky. Come up with
Toby-
new words.
Toby apparently doesn't know how it goes. Like, you pull on the hair and then you punch him in the back of the head. Come on, man.
God damn it, Pickle. When they're in missionary. Alright, everyone calls her Kate or Millens. That means nothing.
I thought
think
that said mittens.
Is that
Calls her mittens.
is that supposed to be her last name? I don't remember her last name from the game.
I don't remember the game at all.
Well, you remembered that that's where she's from.
Oh yeah, that's because it's like I only downloaded it recently. I still haven't touched it.
Doesn't always wear her mask.
I had no idea she was from a game.
Sorry, I just read the next one.
Okay, so Masky, Timothy Wright. And yeah, we talked about this. He's gay, but won't admit it. He's dating Brian slash Hoodie.
No, read that again.
Oh. He's dating Brain slash Hoodie. Brain from Hey Arthur. Or when I wasn't Hey Arthur, I'm thinking of Hey Arthur. Was it just called Arthur?
Yeah.
Anyway.
You're thinking about the song. Hey, what a wonderful kind of day.
Yeah.
Oh, gee, Brain, what are we gonna do tonight? The same thing we do every night, masked man. Vigorous butt sex.
Okay, doesn't tell people, but everyone knows. Ooh, must make for some hijinks in the Slender Mansion.
So wacky.
Maybe it's just, well, ignoring the obvious thing of these two characters being taken from a genuinely frightening thing, like two arguably tragic characters from the story that they originated from, right? The Marble Hornets, where people who are essentially forced to do what they're doing under the coercion of some weird eldritch entity. We don't really know what their end game is, right? Correct. But ignoring that, because that obviously frustrates me, I've gone on a tangent about this before, this whole thing where you're going to take two characters, and for some real reason, you change them to where they're fucking each other instead of having some sense of camaraderie. Like, why is that a thing that people still do?
Because, well, here's the thing. On some level, I can understand why people of the LGBT community want more representation and characters in media. And that's why I want to say is the reason. But because I'm very cynical and been on the internet long enough, I know it's not mostly them doing it. It's straight girls who are really into yaoi.
I was about to correct you on that. Yeah, like it's gay people who want more representation.
Also, it's people who don't have friends. Because they see two people who are friends and think, that means they want to fuck each other. Because they don't know how friendship actually works.
If anyone's ever been a fan of Lord of the Rings, and you'll know how frustrating it is to constantly deal with that shit. Like
Frodo and Sam, Captain America and Bucky,
Daria and Jane.
Yep,
that's a big one. Okay.
The kid, I thought when I was younger, I thought that, to be fair, with Daria and Jane. But as I got older, it's like, why can't people just be like really close friends? Is that a foreign concept to people that you can have someone that you're really close to
but
and don't want to fuck?
Really think about it. They literally made a subplot in one of the TV movies for Jane questioning her sexuality, only for her to finally just say, "I'm not gay."
Yep.
I think that was purely for that reason. Could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I think at least on an unconscious level, that's why the writers did that.
Yes, I think that's a completely understandable conclusion to come to, because when you have fans that aggressively lust after the characters you put to paper, I can imagine that it gets frustrating after a while, like to the point where even like kids' cartoons, like fucking Tiny Toons. You remember the story about the dude who like aggressively lusted after the skunk character, whatever her name was, I forgot.
They made fun of that in an episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that they were so fed up with it that they felt the need to like poke fun at that guy and to like really dig at him, and like, so I get it. Like I kind of wish people would do that. Instead of buckling down and like buying into that, and that's how you get shit like Legend of Korra, where the romance and love triangles is all you get, because that's what like a small contingency of fans are aggressively interested in.
And then you just get writer, and then you like get some creators who like they can't either because they don't really, that was never the intention of the character, but people are like, oh my god, ship them together, so they keep doing like winks and nods, like, oh, we're not gonna show you it, but yeah, let's imply it.
And then you get shitheads like the writer for the reboot of Powerpuff Girls, who wrote himself into the story as having a
And
relationship with Blossom.
no, not just that, she aggressively pined for him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, and yeah, if you ever see a picture
And
of
that
this guy,
pissed people off.
he's this like scrawny turkey-necked jackass, but he draws himself as like some muscly Chad in the show.
That was an imagined spot. This to be fair.
No, like he is drawn pretty dorky, like as the actual character.
But
But,
that's how Blossom saw him, like in
yeah.
her imagination. So he wrote himself like, she loves me and she imagines me as this alpha Chad.
And fans lost their shit, not because of like this is a character insert and it's very uncomfortable of the implications, but because you had the one half who shipped her with the male counterparts, and the other half who ship her with Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory, even though they're not in the same universe.
The Rowdy Road Boys, I think that's what they were called.
Yes, they are.
They are rowdy and rough, and they are in fact boys. Although that last part's being contended, it's 2022 after all.
So
where were we? Yeah, Maskey. He loves taking it up the ass. Right. Go on.
Sees Kate like a younger sibling. Sees Toby like a son.
What?
He's college age and Toby's a teenager, but okay.
Fair enough.
He still smokes and hates it when Jeff, Kate, and Nathan steal from him. He's in charge when Slender isn't there. He has high respect for everyone, as in he doesn't pressure them to tell their backstory. Okay.
What?
He always has his pills to help him with his schizophrenia. That's not what he had.
Okay, sorry, I just have to say here though, I know normally I complain that they say too much, like use too many words in a sentence, but the whole thing hates it when Jeff, Kate, and Nathan steal from him. You should specify steal his cigarettes from him.
Yeah.
I'm mostly upset about the whole. Look, this person's probably pretty young, and I don't think they really know that much about schizophrenia. A fair amount of people don't, to be fair, because it's not something that I think most people in the world have to deal with in their day-to-day lives, except for I'd say a small contingent of people.
The people who have it and the people in their lives who see them.
So, but I think people should really look into it and realize that it's not something just treat with pills. Like schizophrenia is, like, from what I've observed and when I looked into it, is kind of horrifying. In fact, very horrifying and tragic. And it's sad that people go through that. And I don't know. I don't think it's something that you could just brush aside and like treat as a non-factor.
It's absolutely not.
And yes, you can be medicated for it, but they also treat. Oh, keep in mind that whenever it's deal with mental illness, pills are usually treated as completely useless or the magical cure-all. When like I know it's based on a true story, and so obviously it was Hollywooded up. But like let's take A Beautiful Mind in that scene where he's on medication. Yes, it's helping him keep his delusions and his voices at bay, but it has the side effect of not making him feel like himself and not wanting to do his work, which he was very genius at. So so stop treating medication like it's either the miracle pill cure-all or completely useless, because usually the truth is it's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Or has to be at least adjusted or has side effects or what have you. Like,
and there's also the people who kind of fall into the trap of thinking that, I feel fine now after they've already been like medicating themselves. And once they say, I feel fine, I don't need this anymore, and not realizing that those were helping you. And they trick themselves into believing that, it was me all along.
Yeah, I've made that mistake myself. But I do want to point out though that I come from like the age where a lot of the time, at least in media, schizophrenia and DID were used interchangeably.
Right.
And Anthony says, not to mention, love is treated as the ultimate cure. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I can say in some cases it can help with some things.
I would.
Like this is gonna sound kind of corny, but it helped me once. But the thing is, my conditions that I have are severely less serious than something like schizophrenia.
Yeah.
I would argue that that and the power of positive thinking, I think it does have a tangible effect on uh, when it comes to your ability to cope with certain things and like how to better your health, to at
Yeah.
least like maybe 5%. And that's
Yeah.
but people don't understand like 5%, especially in the long run, like the shit you're gonna have to deal with, that can make all the difference, and you don't even realize it.
Exactly.
We're
Okay.
talking about like deep things right now. Where were we again?
Yeah.
Let's just get back to this bullshit.
Always has his pills to help him with his schizophrenia, and if someone were to steal them, he'd be pretty mad. As in, he tried to kill you mad. Doesn't always wear his mask. Yeah, none of them seem to always wear their masks, okay? Who cares? Everyone calls him Tim, Timothy, or Wright. No one has ever addressed him as Timothy in Marble Hornets. He doesn't like cheesecake. That was a cruel joke on his actor's weight. Is that
What
actually
actor?
real?
Is that where that comes from?
Yeah.
Cause I was every time I was like reading a story from Wattpad, they always made a joke about him liking cheesecake. I'm like, what the fuck is this about?
And that's
Yeah,
not a
it
hand
was-
can.
it
That's
was
not
a
a head
bunch-
cannon. That's fact.
Yeah, it was a bunch of assholes who were like ripping on the actual actor Tim for gaining a bit of weight between the second and third seasons of Marble Hornets.
Okay, that's
I
fuck.
legit had no idea. Wow.
Yeah. Like I knew.
Wait.
Like
I knew cheesecake
absolute
was a
trash. We're saying that.
yeah. Like I remember cheesecake was like a thing referenced for a creepypasta character because I remember we mentioned that in the Save the Creepypasta wiki, but I never knew why, and I don't think either of us knew at the time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but I just want
yeah,
to say to the people who were saying that kind of things, go fuck yourselves.
yeah, like actually,
I would like to.
literally fuck you.
I guess it's as a double edged sword here, or I have 2 points to make. I kind of have to give you kudos for saying what you said. I'm actually glad that they pointed that out because that's something that's always been on my mind whenever I read stories like this
Yeah.
or read stuff like this.
Yeah,
But I can't help but find it immensely tasteless that you're acknowledging the character by name or the actor by name and whatnot, right? And
Well,
you watch them and you watch as human beings and they're like, wouldn't it be great if he and the other actor over there who plays the other character were to fuck each other? Because I find that hot.
Yeah, I actually went on a tangent about like don't ship actual people like that.
well, they did make a point that it was a cruel joke on the actor's weight because while the actor is named Tim in real life, Wright is not his actual name.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
played
fair
by
enough.
Tim Sutton.
Yeah,
All right.
Tim Sutton is the character's actual name. It was more for
That's-
convenience sake that Tim and Brian were just the names they gave the characters to.
All right, fair enough.
And by like mentioning that was a cruel
Wait.
joke on his actor's weight, fair enough for differentiating it.
Also, just
Hold
a
on.
bit of trivia. Jessica was also the actress's name.
Yeah, they did that with some characters and not others. Kind of like The Office.
Real
Remember
quick,
when we were talking about that?
they did it again in the next one. Hoodie, his name.
Yep.
He actually is called Brain.
Yeah, who wants to read Hoodie?
They're mesky. They're
Well-
mesky in the brain.
Well, I'm
Sorry.
black, so I will read The Man from the Hood. Hoodie, Brain Thomas. I'm wondering how Brain it's Brain Johnson. That sounds kind of cool. Old Brain Johnson. He's also gay. Wait, what do you mean he's also gay?
'Cause they
Tim is
said
also.
Tim's gay.
Okay, right, okay, because it sounded like he said something like he's a fan of such and such. Also, he's gay. He's also gay, and everyone knows it. I always thought it was weird. I always walk around with his anal beads, just like just giant, just sticking out of his rear end. I thought it was just a coincidence.
That's like
Dating mask.
like those like characters in Street Fighter and shit. Like
That's exactly what I had in mind.
they have,
Yeah,
like, the
the giant.
beads. Oh, are you like a Buddhist character? Oh, that's not what I use these for.
Dating Masky / Tim, which is good because he can help Tim calm down with his and subscription to blowjobs.
Even though, like, everyone treat, and I don't know if this was from that other, like, I keep forgetting what it's called, something 12, where that also uses these characters.
Tribe 12.
But yeah, that. And I won't watch it because, like you said, the creator was a deviant. But yeah, I don't know what they were like in that, but it seems like everyone treats how the characters are dynamic. It's like Tim is serious, broody, violent man, whereas Brian is ooh soft boy.
Brain.
And when in Marble Hornets, Tim, you still saw Tim. After we don't see Brian for a while, Hoodie's all that's left.
Yeah.
There's no Brian anymore.
Yeah.
And there's not really much.
And that when Tim does not have that mask and he's helping Jay, he's genuinely a good guy.
Yeah, and it was to the point where even Alex thought that Brian was dead.
Yeah. Like, he's helpful up until he finds out that Jay is hiding stuff for him. At which point he's justifiably pissed. Like,
So
I don't get where this dynamic came from.
well, okay, but listen, kid, listen seriously. There's something that you have to understand that he's actually like a mother to some pots, all right?
Yes, because he's
Slender.
gay, so that must mean he must take on feminine roles. Because
he's Slender's favorite.
Ooh,
He can be nice, though. He can be nice, but tends to swear of anger.
So
No,
you mean like
swear.
90% of the people in the world?
Everyone calls him Brian or Thomas. That's kind of tasteless to, like, they make fun of him like, oh, isn't it Brian? Guys, it's Brain. Come on. Yeah, whatever, Brian. Because goes on to court to sulk.
Okay, this next one. Saying it again.
Despite what others think, he doesn't always wear a hoodie or his mask. Then who the fuck are they?
Yeah. Also, despite what others, like, ownership?
Despite what others think, whatever, he knows how to cook, but the others don't know that. Shh.
It actually says "sh" in parentheses.
Yeah, why is that a secret?
Because they would horribly butcher him. They're like, look, there's a certain level of gay we tolerate here.
Okay, yeah.
You like men knowing how to cook is like that'll just be like one notch too far, and we just have to, we have a rules here. Okay, we're monsters. We're bad people.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, he's the one who calms down the other in the relationship. He's like a mother to the pusses. He knows how to cook. We get it. You're saying that gay equals effeminate.
Look, we know that you want Hoodie to be your hot femboy lover, all right?
Here's the thing. It's not necessarily that gay equals feminine, but it's it's a common stereotype that a lot of people don't agree with, where it's like, oh, when you have a gay couple of two gay men, you have the one who's masculine and feminine who takes on the masculine role, and then you have the one who's essentially the woman but with a dick.
Yeah.
I remember I complained about that when we were talking a while ago about certain changes being made for the first Silent Hill movie, and like the main character was changed from a father looking for his daughter to a mother by the writer, because they felt that was more realistic. And I don't know, maybe I'm just oversensitive, but I found that kind of like weirdly offensive that this person, a man, by the way, felt that a father looking for his daughter was something that was unrelatable, I guess.
Yeah,
right.
What Christoph Gans literally said was, no man would care that much about his child.
You can eat my ass.
Yeah, like, fuck that.
But again,
also, like,
he also said that he changed it to a woman because, and I quote, I like Americans. I like to fuck the American blonde bimbo.
Is that really what he said?
Yeah.
But, like, getting back to what
I mean, to be fair, that's pretty base, but seriously.
Okay, thank you for interrupting me for that joke. So what I was getting to say is like, and ultimately, like, yeah, I'm sure that there are some gay couples that fall into this, but like, let's be real. If you write your gay couple like this, where one's the masculine and one's the feminine, just admit you can't write gay people. Like, this is obviously written by a straight person.
Yep.
Also, I take a little bit of offense. I wasn't joking.
Yeah, okay. You got one more, and this is confusing.
He is to be kept away from windows at all times, please and thank you. If I catch him near a window, I'm coming for you.
Okay, so I
Bitch,
guess
bitch,
I-
these are your headcanons for your fan fiction.
Bitch, better have my money.
I guess that means Brain uses Apple exclusively.
Okay, let's try to get through these more.
I hate
'cause
you. I hate you deeply. I've never wished any. I've
For the
wished
love of
harm on
God,
people
let's move
before.
on. Let's move on.
No, stop interrupting.
No,
Oh,
by
you've
all
got a
means,
lot of nerve to say that to me.
it goes. Yeah, who's Raptor? Tiki Toby. There you go.
Okay. He's asexual. He doesn't feel sexual attraction.
Mm.
I mean, give it credit where it's due. I guess not all of them are sexualized.
I kind of find it weird that the people are just obsessed with the sexuality of munchkins.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, yeah, but
it's like, what was it? I think it was the origin of Laughing Jack, where Kobe and Matt were reading the comments, and one person was like, "What is LJ's sexuality?"
yeah, no, that wasn't. That was Jason the Toy Maker.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
He isn't as nice as everyone says, unless he trusts you.
Wait,
Oh.
so how many people does he trust if they think he's nice?
Who
Like,
cares?
everyone says it.
He's sarcastic. He
Ooh,
likes
speed it up a little bit, Raptor, please.
He
We've got
likes
a lot more to get through.
He likes waffles and ramen noodles and maybe the occasional pizza. Wow, he's so.
Yeah, see,
Who cares?
This is just
Really?
like, oh, see, he's just like you and me. He's one of us.
He's so relatable. How do you do, fellow kids? While he doesn't always wear his goggles and mouth guard, he does cover up the opening on his cheek.
That actually did happen in a story where his dad like injured him or some shit, right?
I think so.
So what? He just has a hole in his cheek that what he can stick his tongue through.
Like I think it's like a gash.
Oh, okay.
Although that dude from Ichi the Killer.
Oh yeah.
He didn't like to leave his room when he first came to the Slender Mansion, as he was sure the others wouldn't like him. But Timothy took him in, and everyone was nice to him. Blah.
Okay, so now he's like the Mary Sue in this story.
It's like one of those children's books where a kid has to come out of his shell and meet the other kids and have fun.
Keep going.
He has trouble sleeping. His dreams are often haunted by the day of the car crash that killed his sister and his father's corpse, but he doesn't know where these dreams come from.
Oh wait. The ghost of his sister, Lyra Rogers, is Toby's sister, apparently.
I wonder who the fuck that was. No, I thought it was like the ghost of his sister and also Lyra Rogers, whoever that is.
Yeah.
See, I'm just picturing like some like Paula Deen, like Southern cooking show hostess, like just sitting in the car with them. Hi y'all, I'm gonna make us
Guys,
some brownies.
It's almost 8:00. Like, can we please power through this?
He doesn't like the car or the small spaces.
Okay, on to the killers. Jeff the Killer, Jane the Killer, Homicidal, Liu, Sully. Where the fuck did Sully come from? Anita the Killer.
Sully.
I don't know. Okay, Manny, start us.
Sully?
Sorry, Chad, start us off.
Well, even though it doesn't give the header, I guess this is supposed to be for Jeff. Jeff is sarcastic and really funny, objectively false. He feels sorry for what he did to Jane. No, he doesn't.
Oh, he's misunderstood, soft boy.
My bad.
Ooh.
Hey, yo, my bad, fam.
Jamie says, I would love if Slender Mansion was an incredibly tall building with one room per floor.
What?
Fuck it, why not?
Okay, cool. Why not?
James P. Sullivan is in the story. Yeah, sorry for what he did to Jane and wishes she'd forgive him. Okay.
Okay, fam. Whatever you say, bro.
He's best friends with Liu and Eyeless Jack.
Keep
Once,
going because oh my god.
once he ate kidney with Eyeless Jack.
Yum
It
kidney.
does say a kidney.
Hey Jeff,
Guys,
you want to go out split a kidney?
maybe you can get that from the fucking like certain like soul food restaurants, like chicken kit. Yeah,
Yeah.
Keep
it's not that big
going.
a surprise.
Wait, okay, so apparently this is going to happen in the future, even though they're best friends. When he and Liu first meet again, Liu was Sully, and Jeff tried to kill him again?
Oh my god.
What?
Is he supposed to be like a split is this supposed to be a split personality kind of thing?
I haven't
Like-
the foggiest.
Like Two-Face.
He's not narcissistic. Yes, he fucking is. He just acts that way to annoy others. That's being narcissistic.
Yeah.
He found Smile Dog. Oh my god. While Slender was taking him to the mansion.
Wow, convenient.
You were just out in the woods randomly.
Sometimes he visits his parents' graves.
Hey, my bad, Dad. Shit happens.
Read it. Read
Yeah.
this.
He can be mean.
I would
No.
imagine
The
someone who is the killer can be a bit harsh.
See, I'm disappointed with you, Manny. Like, I expected you to like put your hands on your hips while you read it, and like just shake your head. He can be mean. Like, really get into it.
Keep going,
be a
because
real
oh my
grouch,
god,
fella.
there's one that's even worse.
I'm actually really disappointed that I didn't do that. Also, dude, like I know you haven't been around as much as here. You just call me Chad. I'm trying to get away from Manny.
I no.
Swears a lot.
Oh no.
Oh
Keep
no.
going. Keep going. Just keep going.
Other than Nina, he's never tried to make a kid a killer.
What kind of what?
Who cares?
What?
Who cares?
I've only groomed one little girl. Okay,
Oh
just
no.
one.
Stop.
Wait, is
Stop.
this Creepypasta now?
Stop.
He likes to target bullies.
Man,
He
Jeff
killed-
is a real hero.
Guys, we cannot keep pausing to make comments on each one. We will be here for so long.
Wait, this can be our last one. We can come back to this.
You should. Okay, yeah, because
Yeah, I'll just change it to Creepypasta Headcanons Part 1.
like this is bad, and we will have we should have a lot to say about these. These are ridiculous, but
He killed all of his bullies except for Randy. No. He likes that Randy made him a killer, so Jeff made him a proxy.
So
Nope.
Jeff made him a
Excuse me?
proxy.
Yes, so Jeff made him a proxy.
he likes that Randy made him a killer, so make him a proxy.
I want to punch something, right, but I can't. I don't want to break anything. So
And brace your inner Andy and punch the wall.
okay.
So, you know what? I'm really grateful for you mugging me and like give gasoline and bleach on me.
Look,
So,
I've
you
been sorry.
No, go on.
I've been waiting for one of the guys at Bad Creepypasta to punch a hole in the wall, and no one ever did. So Raptor, it might as well be you.
I lady tapped it. Close
Okay,
enough.
guys, for this next one, I just want to say, remember Cobb's voice for Jeff.
Yep.
He likes singing, but isn't that good at it.
Crawling in my skin.
Go from the land of the ice and snow.
Yeah, I guess.
When Sally told him her story, he asked where Uncle Johnny was?
Who's
Because he
Uncle
wanted
Johnny?
to kill the man.
Her
The
rapist.
uncle who
Oh, no.
Okay.
Sally only giggled and said, "We had a tea party. Go kill yourself."
Okay, Chad,
What?
this is where I will apologize to you for suggesting this because you have to say this.
Please give me a moment. I know you want to get finished with this, but
No,
I need a moment.
I don't blame you for this one. Like, I'm deeply sorry. You have to say these words with your mouth.
Yeah, and please, everyone, don't say anything until I finish this sentence.
I would also like to point out that we now have a clip option. So if you wanted to capture Chad saying this.
Oh, sweet Jesus. He's knife sexual and is in a healthy relationship with Knifu,
Read it.
his waifu. Go fuck yourself!
Chad, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Bad but sad boy, go fuck yourself. I mean, with a name like that, you're the only one who's ever getting yourself any action for the rest of your life anyway.
I feel my skin cracking.
Knifu, his wife. Oh.
My eyes are bleeding.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Yeah, Jamie, excuse
up,
me, what
Vince.
the fuck did you just say? And Anthony, fuck off, just fuck off with that shit. Commonly goes by Jeffrey, Jeff, Woods, or Joker Reject.
Okay, cool, man.
He and Jane
What?
got along one time. They didn't even really meet.
What the fuck?
And they were talking about female celebrity crushes?
That's not what it says. Reread celebrity.
Celebrity
crushes.
Celebrity.
Celebrity.
Much to Knifu's dismay. Fuck off with Knifu.
Is Knifu like the fucking talking Lucy the talking ass from Don't Starve?
I don't know. Since he can now control proxies, he has two. Nina the Killer and Randy Warren. Why is his name Warren?
Oh, who cares?
Since no one ever brings this up, he can be a good brother since he's
Yeah.
He tried to murder his brother.
Oh, he
Okay,
didn't succeed, so
Jane
that's
the
good. Her skin, my skin is completely.
No, it's my turn.
Excuse me?
No, we need Vince to do this one.
No, it's my turn because I want to get through this.
Fine, do it.
Her skin is completely white and she doesn't like Jeff's attempt to make her beautiful, so she commonly does wear her mask and long sleeve dress with leggings. Sometimes she does take her mask off only to reveal bright green eyes. Fuck you.
To be fair,
She doesn't
at
wear...
least it didn't say emerald green.
Okay, like, I mean, fair. Oh, only to reveal bright green eyes. This person can't spell. She doesn't wear the wig anymore because her hair grew back. However, she did dye her hair black. That's not how...
How did it grow back?
Yeah, your glands were burnt. She's a lesbian. So we are gonna go with the Nazi sympathizers headcanon. She likes clockwork as a friend. Like Jeff, she'll often visit her parents' graves. She and Sully get along. Sometimes Jane gets confident, so she'll wear a sleeveless dress without her mask. Ooh, sexy. She goes by Jane or Arkansas. I thought Arkansas was the fucking the non-canon version. I don't... Oh,
it's Arkansas.
This woman is married to a woman. Oh, scandalous.
Well.
Wait, hey guys, I just found a pair of scissors from my desk drawer here.
Groovy, man.
Let me use them first, please.
Jesus.
Okay, homicidal Liu.
What the fuck? Liu is about 17 years old, but Sully says he's about 7.
What?
Okay.
I don't fucking know.
Liu has forgiven Jeff, but Sully has... Okay, so I think Sully's supposed to be like...
Yeah, I think...
Self.
Is this a split personality thing?
Sully and Jane are good friends. Nobody
Or
other
is
than
this-
Jane.
Or is this like the what do you call it? Like those twins that like are just like an eye and a tooth or something somewhere on someone's body.
I think I know what you mean.
Like, I know what you're saying, but no, I don't think that's what that is.
They are both good at art and poetry.
A vestigial twin. That's it.
Look, he's straight.
Oh my god. We
What a
have a
fucking-
straight guy.
Get the fuck
Wow.
out of this house right now.
Yeah,
And
Scandalous.
he's white.
I hear all the loser readers for these stories like coming with their torches and pitchforks.
Get out of here until you suck at least one dick. Goes by Liu Sullier Woods. Wears a cross because it used to belong to his parents.
Oh, wait. Goes by Liu, Sully, and Woods. It's like, you will call me Liu, Sully, Woods!
He also runs a wholesome Christian Minecraft server.
Wi-Fi anywhere you go. Okay, Nina the killer. She isn't as obsessed with the creepypastas now. Living with them took that away.
The novelty kind of wore off.
Wow, you guys are assholes once you get to know you.
She
Wait,
got tired of.
That's it? That's all you do? You just sit around killing people? Like, yeah. No, I thought we would go out like and hang out and like listen to My Chemical Romance and go watch Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, no, we're serial killers.
Like, don't any of you want to fuck me? Yeah, actually, most of us here are gay. Leo's split personality says he's 7, so that kind of blurs the line there. And Jeff is in a relationship with his knife.
I was like, what about you, a Fenderman? And the Fenderman just looks up from his newspaper, just shakes his head.
Yeah.
No.
What wasn't Nina like the one who was only like 12 or something in the story?
I don't know.
I mean,
Was it Nina
was
the
hard,
one who were?
It was hard to tell because like everyone in that story kept switching genders, and the author like really made things really uncomfortable by talking about everyone having hair blacks.
Oh yeah, that was that one. I keep getting that one confused. What's the one where it's like it's basically, oh, Jeff and I fell in love, and then I reveal we're pregnant, and then we just live
Charlie the killer.
Right. I keep
Fucking
getting
same.
her confused with that one.
I mean, I don't blame you because they're both written equally incompetently. Oh, and yeah, Anthony says that Nina was 12.
Ew.
Yeah, I remember like Cobe like going off about like the story talking about this 12-year-old getting naked and drinking alcohol, and then Jeff showing up and being very suggestive.
Oh, yeah, I remember now.
Nasty.
Okay, moving on.
She's really good at drawing.
Yeah,
She
it seems like a lot of them are because art.
She makes the anime. She no longer has a crush on Jeff. She realized he's an asshole.
Oh wow, who would have
that is-
thought? Who'd have thunk the killer was an asshole?
But she keeps going back to him, saying, "No, I can fix him."
She's like, oh my god, Jeff, you killed that person.
Raptor, please keep going.
Okay. Like Toby, she has sleep trauma. It's often of Chris Hopkins, her brother.
Oh yeah, didn't she always like call her brother my prince?
Yes.
So yeah, it's also okay. So let me cover this. It's also very easy to tell which creepypasta writers don't have siblings because their relationship, the way they write sibling relationships, are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say which. It's also easy to tell which creepypasta writers don't have sex. Like,
Well,
like,
okay, that just goes without saying.
Jeff and Lou have caught her crying before,
What a
usually
pussy.
about Chris, and they assure her that maybe it's more like Lou. She thinks
What?
he's dead, but he's not dead. Nina knows this isn't true.
so they're. I think what they're saying is that they're lying about him being dead, and like giving her hope that he's still alive somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, yeah, maybe he survived and also became a serial killer like Liu, because apparently that's a comforting thought to these people.
She and Ben Drowned like to play video games with each other. Like,
Just keep going. Just keep going.
she speaks both Espanol and Nihongo as second and third languages.
Fuck off.
Just please read it as.
Please. Fuck off. No.
What the fuck does this mean?
No way does it
Oh my
actually
god!
say this.
Oh my god!
Read it.
Go, come on.
If Ben won't hand her, hang on. If Ben won't
If
hand
Ben
out
won't
with
hand
her,
out with her,
she'll play. What? What?
read it. Read it.
She'll play Yonder Way Simulator. What? Stop! God fucking damn it! Fuck!
Whoa, this is
Okay, please. We're
this is-
almost done.
this
We're
is taking a
almost
turn.
done.
She likes
Guys, it's
to
almost
hang.
8 o'clock. I want to shower.
She likes to hang out with Sally, often one of the more normal appealing Masky Hoodie, Kate, the Blade Painter, Nathan, blah blah blah, pastas to go to the store to buy the hair dye. Everyone calls her Nina or Hopkins. Fucking hell.
Why doesn't she go to the store to buy her own hair dye?
Because she's 11 or 12.
She's lazy.
She's too
She's
busy
too-
playing Yonder
I'm about to
Simulator.
say.
Yeah.
Guys, I gotta get up the skirt strap so I can get extra points.
So yeah,
Fucking hell.
I thought that we would be able to breeze through this really quickly, but it turns out we just have too much to say, and which is fair enough because yeah.
Also, to
How
be
can
fair,
you
we
not?
also you also covered another story prior to this.
Yeah, so we need to do this another time because it's 8 o'clock. I want to shower, and I just can't handle this much stupidity in one night.
Fucking Yonder
But-
Simulator.
You're welcome, and I know this is my suggestion, but like even I can't get through this in one night. But you're welcome for suggesting it.
Uh-huh.
Who suggested this?
Me, I found it.
Well, fuck you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so
I
thanks everyone
suggested,
for...
you bastard, you fucking inflicted this on me, and you have the nerve to like cut tail and run, you fucking coward.
Thanks
Yes.
for tuning in to the aneurysm-inducing return of Hot and Cold Beans. Please
No.
remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Go to Vince's channel and subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll be back next week with more. So we'll see you then. Same bean time, same bean channel.
Good night.
night,
I'm sorry. I am sorry.
I probably won't be back.